Hello, MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill, and today I got a lot of stuff to cover. Let's hope I am lucid enough that I make sense. So, let me just share this. This is what I do. It's got to be shared in Meerkat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is uh, talk a little bit about my discovering how medical marijuana and terpenoids and terpenes and the various components in cannabis and what it's good for. What it's good for. Do you know that there is a specific strain that is supposed to be for people with MS? I don't know. It's the MS. It's like it's crazy. So I'll wait till a couple people get here, a couple more, and then hi Aunt Andrea, and then I'll talk about what I've learned. Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn. So I sat there with the just taking this class to figure out. I've been doing this all wrong. I mean, at first I'm relying on the medical marijuana nurse. We're talking, and she's prescribing, and you know, wait a minute, she's just guessing, telling me the products. Instead, I had to get the whole course, figure out exactly what it is that works within the THC, within what is it in the chemical, specific chemical. I brought it right down to I guess they're called, I don't know. All right, start from the top. Cannabis. There's two types of cannabis. Hi, Paul. Welcome. There's two types. There is sativa or sativa, which, believe it or not, it is hemp. It's there's no THC in it, and it's very anti-inflammatory. It's anti-cancer. It's really good for you. The other type is indica, and indica is classic marijuana. I didn't know that. So if somebody says the strain is sativa, then that's what you want. I mean, then it's not going to get you high, which is great for those of us who feel high anyway. Just 1 minute here. All right, and what they say is that in order to get the most components, uh, the full range is more in the cannabis. Now, it's really interesting that the body has natural cannabinoid receptors, and it just helps our body stay in this, I guess, level all right. It all right. So let me not lose my place. So what you want to do is get your terpenoids through THC instead of a huge amount they'd have to take from hemp, from the hemp plants. So that the argument was the more they had to take of the hemp plants to get the same amount of the terpenes that a little bit of THC, uh, a little bit of the indica would help with. You'd have more poison potential for bad things in all the plants than a small amount of THC, which is why they like to with these medical marijuana products. It's a huge amount of CBD, which is the hemp. It's the, body healing. It's been in, but you need a little bit of the indica uh, in order to make them all kind of work together. It's kind of like adding salt into stew. Salt, it tastes good. It tastes good, but all of a sudden the chemical reaction occurs when you put it all together and you add a little salt. Well, apparently the THC from the I guess the regular pot mixed in just a little bit mixed in with the CBD or the different chains allows the terpenoids to really take off. Now the terpenes, what they tend to be is they tend to give the aroma. So it's the smell. That's all right. So myrcene, for example, I'm going to go over a couple components. Right. Where are you guys? I'm just thinking. All right. Where is bizarre? Where are you guys? Uh, anyway, myrcene is an additive. In fact, if there is a way for you to be able to see the terpenoids, what they are in, uh, then you can qualify what kind of medicine you want. There is, give you an idea, myrcene it's like a citrus additive uh, terpenoid that's naturally in it's in higher amounts or in THC, but uh, you'll find this majority in the CBD. Hi, Dennis. But anyway, mycene, Dennis, thank you. All right, myrcene is it's the one ingredient that you have to watch and you look at because that gives you the high feeling. All right, myrcene. So what you can do is you can look at these strands, look at as long as they're listed, right? Don't buy anything that doesn't have a combination listed. All right, so myrcene, you don't want to feel high. Make sure it's low on myrcene. There is pinene, which is actually it's a terpenoid that is specifically for chronic pain, arthritis. It's anti-inflammatory. So if you have MS, you should do that. It's not psychotropic. It just happens to be a terpene that our body really needs. Limonene is another additive for energy. Believe it or not, weight loss. It's antiseptic. It's now you can get all of this in a really good CBD oil. But the one thing about having the medical marijuana card, which is okay, is that they have to be tested. They have to, I need lots of words on. My big problem is they don't give me enough words. Some of them will, like this one. I had to look up online. What is the ingredient? Because it'll tell you the ingredients. Uh, it'll tell you, but it stops short of saying here's cannabinoids, THC, CBD, but it doesn't. It's not telling me that the let's see, the terpenoids, and that's what I really want to know, because if I can get a list of what terpenoids, which I'm still going over with you, then I can control how I feel, right? So I know that I have chronic pain, so I'd want pinene, lemon, for energy and weight loss. Weight loss, that's right. You can never be too rich, so I need energy to work, and then or too thin, which I gotta. But I'll hit that. By the way, I don't know. You guys don't know on YouTube, but on Facebook is that I need to get a job. I gotta keep everything running, right? So I've got to work. So I, I got a interview for an Instacart shopper, where you shop for someone. I thought, that'd be fun. And the interview was supposed to be this morning. I got a email about 45 minutes before, and the email was like, "Oh, we got to reschedule till Thursday morning." And I'm thinking, gosh, it was all ready for this interview. Oh yeah, it's like no wonder they're having problems getting people to work for them, because they don't know how to follow through professionally with an interview. If you say that anyway. Yeah, so, all right. So we talked about limeine, which is it's a lemon flavor, and it gives you energy. And so I'd want pinene and limeine. Low on the myrcene. There's linolene, which is an anti-inflammatory. It improves cog fog. So that is also has lavender notes to it. There's camphene, which is it's a healer for cardiovascular disease, and also it purifies the liver and intestinal things. I really don't need that. I don't need. There's caryophyllene. It fights cancer, but it's big time with arthritis and okay. But you see what I'm saying, or without getting in the woods here with old thieves, I will say, let me just finish this, and I'll tell you the point of all this. Humulene is for, uh, let's see, humulene is anti-hunger one, so I like that one. Beta carotene it's that's what you're supposed to take for MS. Beta caryophyllene. I don't know. It's supposed to be good for spasticity, but let me see. Chronic pain. I don't know. Beta caryophyllene. So, but let me see here. And I've got a number of products that I was looking at, because they have to list, if you walk into a cannabis store, they all the products, any product you buy, you want to know the amount of THC versus CBD, and you want a list of the terpenes. It's you just want to do that, right? And if there's a way that you can, hi Sarah, if there is a way, hi D, that you can, you know what, do what I do, go to school for it. Just I signed up for classes, and just it blows my mind how this actually is a science. But the dispensaries, it's not run like a science. But if you're going to use it for medicine, you don't want to take something that'll put you in bed because you're so stoned, right? All right. So that is the point of that. See, early on, the medical dispenser just sold me so much stuff. Oh my gosh! And I'm problem is I start thinking, all right, now that I know what I want to control, I want a specific combination, and that's more money. You're not allowed. I'm not allowed to spend. That's why I need a job. Why, Will? Will wants to be. Gosh, I wake up. You know why I have to take good notes in class? And thank you, Denny. I suffer from a slight dyslexia. I've always had reading difficulties, and then I'm such a slow reader. So how I got through college, how I got through a lot of things in my life, is that I have to write and I sit there because the textbooks they give me, I could never read them. But it was really good to be able to sit there and take notes. Uh, and anyway, um, but yeah, I've got notes. In fact, I've got notebooks of notes. I go anywhere and I want to take notes, in case. Let's see. Many neurologists are. Oh, you know what? Um, uh, Really, Brian, that's huge. Let me look this up. Brian on YouTube can. All right, he. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But anyway, Brian said check out cannacauses.org. CANACAUSES. And he says you want to look at that because all right, I don't know. Why do we want to? What is cannabis? All right, so but I'll tell you what. If we know why the cannabis is the component, there's a specific component that's going to make you want to eat everything in your house. If you can pinpoint that component, if you know which one causes hunger and you don't want that, then all of a sudden you have control over what strand. Somebody says, I've got this, and you're like, what does it have in it? And it's got things to make you want to eat. Yeah, you can control that. You can control if you get out of bed and you're cog fog. You can't. You'll be able to control that if I might do a spreadsheet. In fact, I don't understand why you can purchase your not based on feeling, but based on the terpene. The I don't know. Uh, you know what? Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but you have MS long enough. Um, I laugh long enough that I realize that on most mornings I wake up now and I actually feel high. Right? Don't we, when you go into your cog fog, your fatigue, and you sit there and you lean back. Oh, I forgot to tell you, where's Diane? All of a sudden, it's like sometimes you need something like Ritalin or something just to get the fog out. Oh, by the way, I did this for, all right, my friend just came back from California. He was visiting his son, who was just wonderful, wonderful. And he swam at the Rose Bowl every day, and he got me a T-shirt, which is great because there's, we're in Jeff's club and we go to the gym and we're wearing our Rose Bowl T-shirts. The men's black, I got gray, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Uh, okay. So, talked a little bit about the THC medical marijuana, and it's really, really good because, you know, you want to know what's going in your body, and you want to be able to predict what is supposed to happen. And when you can get the right combination, yeah, I you know what, I'm gonna, all right, maybe I need to create an app. Can you get paid making, hi Karen, making an app? You know what? Um, an app. I'm thinking out loud. Oh, goodness. By the way, I got some trendy glasses. I upgraded my prescription, and I wanted to really, I wanted to stick with these type of thing, glasses, the square. And guess what? Um, Due to all the, I'm such a sucker to bullying. Hi, Sherry. So I get a lot of people square, larger glasses, and they're like dark brown. So you can laugh at me when they come, but I also got blue blockers. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, it just makes me think about the combination you're looking to achieve, you're looking to feel. I mean, and because there's a certain amount of craziness that, when you smoke, or that you don't know, it's risky behavior. So why do I want to smoke something it says 1 to 1? What does that mean? Or like eat something that is 20 milligrams of CBD and 2 milligrams of THC. But this is early on. Uh, this is what they sold me. It's awful because when I think, I want to know in this, I want to know the terpenoids that is emotionally gonna affect me. It's gonna help my body or not. Uh, Meanwhile, let me ask everybody a question. Was anybody cold? I mean, cold. Boy, I don't know about you, but uh, this year I really, really don't like the cold. It's in the winter, I think it's all of my fleece I gave to Goodwill, all of it, right? Because I was going to wear more natural, all my natural. Forget it. Now I miss my fleece because it didn't freeze. I got warmer. All right. Let's see, my book, all right. We're talking about being cold. I have the fireplace on, the electric fireplace. So right now it's found probably 80. 80 degrees in this room. This is awesome, right? The rest of the house is about 70. Cold, cold. And I got a different outfit. In fact, I got a coat when I leave this room. Uh, I like it like that. I like it at about 80 degrees. The pool yesterday, I've been swimming. In fact, on Sunday, I swam let me think, a mile and a quarter, 1.25 at the club. And I'll tell you, I got a new wetsuit. With my flannel swim shirt. You know what? Hi Gina. It just I've been cold, and there I don't want to be shocked like that. And Gina makes a great point right there. Cold increases spasticity, and it's talk about rigid. Oh God, yeah, just it makes me understand why one hit the pump, baclofen pump. Gina does know cold, but she's in Canada. But she's in the plains, right? The plains of Canada, the Great Plains. But anyway, it increases spasticity. Sometimes when I dive into the pool, and the pool is 82 degrees, I'll dive in the pool and nobody else is wearing a wetsuit or anything like that. Well, I'll dive in and my legs, from my trunk back, I'm like stretched out. I'm so tense. So, and it's that rigidity, right? It's awful, awful. But it's true. We don't, in fact, people are like, get in the public jacuzzi, which don't do, especially if you have MS. Do not get in a public jacuzzi, all right? It's the communal, the parasites. Just, I don't care how clean they try to keep it. It is, and that's true. Cold to the bone. The only thing that fixes that is a bath, or I have an electric blanket at the end of my perch, my area at the end. Just a second here. Ah, did you? Um, so you just that bone cold. That's absolutely, ugh. Did I just rub my nose red? In fact, I'm looking really red. But yeah, you get in a hot tub. But I'll tell you what. You also know get in a warm tub because you're cold to the bone, and all of a sudden you can't get out of the bathtub. It's like, oh my gosh, because what happens when we get super warm? All systems fail, right? Because now you've made the holes on your myelin, uh, excuse me, on your nerves. You made these little scars bigger, holes bigger, so all of your symptoms are going to feel worse, right? Temporarily, right? That's why jacuzzis are so dangerous for people with MS. But I'll tell you what, Gina, if I get in the jacuzzi, it feels so good just to get that cold out, right? Where if we get in there, we should just dip for about three, 4 seconds, right? Get out, right? I get in a jacuzzi and I'm in there for 20 minutes. I am super, and I need, it's bad, bad, bad. Um, it is bad. By the way, I was reading on the MS News today that there is a company. Just see. Oh, I get to tell you, I'll tell you. It's lucid. MS restores motor function in mouse. All right, I'll tell you, I was reading it and I thought it was a little funny because the the way they report things. All right, news study shows multiple. All right, so the way they report things, crazy. All right, lucid is medication they've been working on for the past 11 years. It restores motor function in mice, right? So their mice are running again. And I just want to tell you that about 50 days after 50 days of treatment, the mice receiving this medication showed marked decrease in clinical severity scores, and their motor function was similar to that of healthy mice. All right, so I'm gonna, and so that's like the over. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm having the MS itch. Everything itches. All right. So, all right. This is I'm this pharmaceutical company has been working on this for 11 years, and the idea is that it repairs myelin and it covers, and that's really good. The good thing is that the reason why you want to cover myelin or the little holes, multiple sclerosis, right? The scars. The reason why we want to cover that is because what happens is you're protecting that nerve. So it's the nerve or inside with underneath the scar or next to the scar is exposed, and the longer it gets exposed, the more it can break, right? And if it breaks, you've got permanent damage, because as of now, they don't know how to grow nerves. It is so this here is the test. This is what they're basing on. So I mean, really, 10 days after inducing, let's see, inducing, 10 days after they induced MS in mice. All right. So they gave these mice a shot. 10 days later, they decide they're going to try to reverse the damages. Right. So, I think about relapsing, remitting. I don't know. I've got so many. So that is. I don't know. Give them mice MS, right? The shot, and hi Lisa. And let the mice deteriorate uh, for a year, maybe 6 months or a year, then start talking about recovering the damage, but not after 10 days. Let's give that mouse MS, and then after 10 days. But who knows? All right, the mice were followed 50 days, and it just shows. All right, let me make a long story longer. No, I'm gonna just. All right, this here is supposed to cover your nerves once they're exposed. So, and the idea, what they say, is that once those nerves are covered, they start working again. So, they had. Yeah, one animal. Yeah, I'm sorry. Three. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, to cut through the garbage. I'm reading that and I'm thinking, they singled out a single mouse, and they said one mouse actually did this and that, and he was noted, and they're following him for 90 days. And based on that mouse, that paragraph was written about a medication. No, I'm a skeptic. I'm a natural skeptic. No, no. Anyway, just to report on the news, this is good in that at least they're researching something that may work. Uh, wouldn't that be neat if it actually worked? I don't know. I read a study. I don't know if this is true. It's Dr. Brian Artis, Adyres, or Artis, ADR. I don't know, if you start to Google, it'll populate. But he believes, actually, specifically with multiple sclerosis, he believes that MS is basically because of a parasite. We are walking bug factories. But he says that 80% of people have parasites. And if you own an animal, then you have parasites. So anyway, it is. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Oh, just 1 minute. All right, Brian. Okay. All right. I think I'll be able to tell you. The radio. Okay. Brian, it's Dr. Brian Artis. All right. I don't know. So, okay. So, yeah, big time. He says that we have, look, check them out. But, and that's for anybody with any autoimmune disease or hypertension, with any health. I mean, it's really interesting. He's got opinions that it's neat because it's a different way of looking at things, right? For the classic thing we would do is go to the doctor when we have a pain, and the doctor says, all right, here, take this aspirin. And so that's typical. You got a headache, here's some aspirin, typical. And so pretend like you're going along and the aspirin no longer works, right? Somebody says, well, you know what? If you go and you chew on a couple leaves from lemon balm, chew that. I don't know. I'm just coming up with something very natural. You do that, and all of a sudden it works. And you're thinking, and you know what that tells me? I don't know anything, right? It's like peeling the onion or a rose. It's like at first you think that it is finite. That learning about a certain subject is finite. And then all of a sudden you realize the more you know, the more you realize you I don't know, need to know more. Like these cannabinoids or these terpenoids, or it's just it's interesting. Um, but I'll tell you what, if I'm going to take it, I'm going to study it, and I'm going to know it. It's just like msfrontiers.org. Uh, Everything I had studied and I put down, and study it. So know it. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Dane, dear Diana. Oh, Diana. What? All right, just a second here. There was a little bit of disaster. All right. Okay, it was a disaster because my feet are, there we go. My feet are completely wrapped around cords. See, I'll show you. You see this here? All right. All right. All right. Now I'll show you. See that? I don't know. Hi there, Paul. All right. Okay. I think finally 11:41. Unbelievable. All right. Don't know. Okay. Now I've got the phone. God, but what was my point? My point is to show uh, Diana. See this? My friend, my fellow buddy, he brought it back from his vacation with his son. And, it's great because every day we all see each other at the Bel Air Athletic Club and we swim. We swim. The other day on Sunday, I swam, let me think, it was 80, I did 86, yeah, 86 laps. So it was a mile and a quarter. I think that works out. I, I don't know. So thank you. And I was dressed a lot nicer for a video interview for. I'm looking for a job. I'm just I got to get some income. And so I'm looking for a job. So, and I do everything, but I had an interview to be a shopper at the grocery store, which I thought would be fun. Get your scooter together and just load the basket and shop for people. Yeah, I can do that. Um, but I'll tell you what, she scheduled an interview. It was this morning at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock actually, Central Time, and right about a half an hour before, I'm sitting there and I'm all ready. I get an email that the interview's got to be rescheduled to Thursday. And that was like right before, and I'm thinking, so I started checking out who was going to interview me, and I was just thinking, where's the professionalism about, you schedule an appointment and be there. So I don't quite get it. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I mean. I can do administrative, executive stuff, planning, but I can do that, and I really enjoy working remotely. But you know what? It's I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking, what was I thinking about? Oh, an app to select the terpenoid that so you can dictate how you're going to feel when you decide you're going to participate in the medical marijuana. All right. Okay. Bless you, Aphrodite. Bless you. Okay. Intestinal edge on Amazon. You'll need to. Really? what? It's interesting because Gina, it's exactly wow. It's exactly what they're saying. If he's right, and we have parasites through us, and that causes cognitive problems. It causes, the parasites are eating on the mind. If that is the truth, you know, then ivermectin, I don't know, diatomaceous earth, all this stuff, we've got to be dewormed. I wonder how we would feel if we got wormed. By the way, I think it's parasite test. That's right. It's parasite test. Let's see. Let me see. Parasite. All right. It's parasitesting.com. All right. Parasite testing. So, let's see here. Oh, wow. Parasite testing. Okay. There is just apparently you buy a test and they'll tell you what you have going living in you. Here's a comprehensive stool test. All right. Oh, that's really neat. Ugh. All right. Full GI panel comprehensive test is $266, and apparently they'll tell you everything that's wrong with you, and what parasites need to be killed so you're feeling better. Oh no, that's why I need a job, because I'm trying to do this medical marijuana, uh, explaining that to everybody, and that takes a boatload of money. Also, yeah, just so much. All right, now this GI, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. All right, let me see what you guys are. All right, let me see. You know what? Yeah, pin. Second here. Pinworms. It's by Go Nugent. Let's see. I pinworm. All right. Because that's true. All right. It's live blood analysis. Here we go. Oh, Gina, if you go to let's see, parasitetesting.com, comprehensive. It's interesting because they can tell you, what's living in your body that shouldn't be. Wouldn't that be wild if it was a parasite and that caused wait, I'm sorry. That caused Alzheimer's, and it caused, you know what? There's something. There's something. So I don't know if he's crazy or not, but his name is Brian, Bryan, artist, and it's parasite testing. And apparently they give you, let's see, products test, and then, yeah, parasites. All right, diseases. All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there is all worms. All right, fluke with worms. Yuck. Anyway, so if it's true and we're just walking around with diseases caused by parasites because it's throwing off our equilibrium. If that's true, then maybe we all need to be wormed. Of course, maybe I mean I maybe I like my worms. Oh no, we're all getting along here. All right, it says how do you get parasites? Drinking water. All right, so if your skin is in contact with contaminated water, so if you touch something, I don't know. Food is another way. Sometimes food or insects, air, pets, pet. So if you're all right, if you're like kissing those dog, let your dog lick your face or stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. All right, you probably have tapeworm. Yeah, I don't know. It's just by kissing brings the eggs into the human intestines, which they penetrate as larvae, and yeah, but or even brain. Oh, that's so. Oh my god. Ugh. Anyway, I'm starting to think that yuck. It's like you need to be dewormed. It's like giving yourself a shower on the inside. I'm thinking, growing up in Medford, right? Hi, Michael. Did we swim in the lakes? Swam in the lakes. Had half drank that cedar water. Didn't think anything of it, right? I wonder. I wonder how many parasites that. By the way, I did. I had Lyme's disease twice. Lyme's disease twice. Where it itched. I had the bull. Let's see, it's the bullseye. Uh, it was awful. It was, and you know what? It was like arthritis in my knees. That's what it was. That really hurt. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So name your works. Uh, in the form. Right. Meat eaters should be cleansed for parasites. Wormwood, wormwood. All right, wormwood. All right, Gina, you're giving us some valuable information. I'm taking notes. Notice, Dennis. I'm taking notes. All right, wormwood is an essential. Huh? Um, do you do wormwood? I mean, should we walk around and eat wormwood, or is it the essential oil? Is there tea? It's you know what? That's huge. So you know what? If we can figure out how we can get wormwood in our bodies, it is basically, you say it's the same thing as ivermectin. That's really interesting. So it gets rid of parasites. All right, so I got excited. Gina, you're teaching. You're teaching everybody something. Yeah, yeah. All right, you're being cute, Dennis. All right, that's but you've got me intrigued. Uh, Wormwood. Where do you get wormwood? All right. All right. Hi, Lisa. All right, we're trying to find wormwood complex. Huh. That's really neat. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that wormwood because you can get pills. Um, wow. Um, yeah, yeah. All right. So that's really interesting. All right, that's really interesting. So wormwood, okay, you can get it in. Let's see here, tablets, and then I see a tincture. Right, I see that. Let me tell you. Yep, one and more. It's extract. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm going to do a little research on that. Uh, so, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, guess what? I know it's Tuesday. And if you're all so used to me saying, well, have a great weekend, because I do that on Tuesdays. I just want to say that thank you for being here. Today's Tuesday, got it straight. Right? I hope that I was a little clear on this terpenoid and medical marijuana stuff. I am thinking there's no reason why you can't put together a combination of terpenoids that you want. You know, there is no reason why you should be high if you don't want to be high. There is designer, I don't know. It they can't be machines or just selling stuff. And I think that most people, or a lot of people who use medical marijuana, just go in to get, I think they're happy with anything that gets them high, whereas I've got a specific purpose that I'm trying to achieve. And I'm going to know exactly how to do it. Anyway, I love you all. Please go to msfrontiers.org. Uh, if you want to watch this, if you liked it, I know it was a little scatterbrained from doing the medical marijuana, but if there is a way you want to see this, just follow me. You want to see the MS Live. You guys are great. Thank you for participating. And I'm going to research the that wormwood. That's pretty interesting stuff to me. I love you all. When we pray us out, dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you comfort and you just give extra love to each person who participated and watched today. Lord, may some of the words that were spoken hit their heart and comfort them and enable them to just have a wonderful day until we get together again. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for everybody who watches and participates. In Jesus' name, I give thanks. Amen. All right, until we see you, till we're all together on Thursday, great. May the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you his peace. All right, bye guys.